I've come out very radically to talk about the fact that sales is broken. But it's not broken because salespeople aren't good. Salespeople get a really bad rap. It's broken because most every CEO is willing to buy the pablum that it can't get any better than it is. And that's just not true. And most companies and industries are just willing to accept that kind of mediocrity, and they go in, they look at their sales forecasts, which should be one of the most accurate documents that you get on a regular basis. You ought to be able to run your business by it. But instead, they look at that sales forecast and they automatically cut it by 20, 25, 30, maybe even 50%. And you'd never allow that to happen inside your back office. You never allow that to happen with your financial team. If your CFO came to you and said, hey, here are the numbers, and you looked at the numbers, you wouldn't cut it by 20 or 30% and expect that the number was padded. Yet, because of the way sales is approached from every level, which is all we work on, is that approach, is helping people change that approach. But because of the way that sales is approached, that's what we do. That's what has become the industry norm. And that's why when you call up your recruiter and you say, an outside recruiter, and you say, I need salespeople, and they say, no problem, and you spend $10 or $20 or $30,000 or more per year getting warm bodies in who don't always make it to the top and sometimes never make it to the top, you can't replicate your top salespeople, and you believe that that's because your top salespeople are just really good. And if that's what you believe, you're wrong. Because you ought to be, every new sales hire should be an upgrade. Every new sales hire should be based off of the actual skills and competencies and strengths and needs of that position that makes that top salesperson a top salesperson. Every new sales hire should be giving your top salesperson a run for their money in a very short period of time. And that's really our value proposition. Our value proposition is no more warm bodies. Cut it out. Stop it. And stop believing that that person that's sitting in your organization, or those few people that are sitting inside your organization collecting all the accolades and winning all the awards and getting all that bonus, are doing all those things because they're really that good. And I'm not challenging and saying that they're not good, but they're not as good as you're making them out to be. They're not a legend. They're not an anomaly. They're not an anomaly in your organization, but that's because you have decided to play by rules that are just not true. And so in our world, we're ready to change the trajectory. We're ready to change the dynamics, and we're ready to change the face of selling.